Husky Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the delay, it's Martin. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Husky. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Becker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Back's got it on the screen. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Just keep slinging it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. I'm interested. Do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going? And do they try to force it here?
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wilson will throw. Slips a tackle. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide left, it's Becker. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads it left. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
To the air, it's Hoover. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes a deep grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for running room. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Here we go. Ready. 1-2-9.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Williams to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Right side, it's Richard. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down to the air. Left side is Marsh. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Drops back. It's Hoover. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now hits it. It's Richard. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll send the back in motion. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wideout. Turning it on! He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Williams. He's got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Making the adjustment on the play. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to Washington. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Calls his own number. Finding some room. The 40. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throwing, Williams. Complete in the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that one's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. There he goes. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams. Intercepted deep in his own end. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, it's Richard. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Under pressure. Just gets rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to throw on third down. Back's got it on the screen. Shakes off the defender. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. But if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We've still got a lot of football to go, guys.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. All the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He's looking to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the point after is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Rushes on. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Corners are going to bail. Sells to fake. Out wide left, it's shot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with San Diego State taking on the number 5 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Aztecs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Motion from the back.
This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Washington. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Washington again. He's past the sticks. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Left side is Richard. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Richard. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. getting set on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Got the back over the middle. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's Martin. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Washington, 35, Indiana, 22.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quickly to the tight end. At the point, breaks free, and he might be gone. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Booster, booster! Hey, move, go!
Going with the ground game left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Washington. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here we go. Ready? Wait, 5. You ready, 5? Check, check, check. 80-22, myself. 80-22, myself. Ready, go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the field. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Indiana! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. 1 play, put it in the end zone just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now on the move. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Working the ground game. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Williams will pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third and long right here. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick give. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth.
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. He's got it, looking for a big return. Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. On the return, it's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. Williams. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Trying to establish the run. At the 35, he's loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Running inside. It's Washington. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to Washington again. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Third down from the gun, Williams. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that ball came out quick, and that defender reacted just as quick. He saw the slant, he went to it, he met it, made sure the receiver didn't make the catch. Nice job by the defender.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Looking for room at the 25. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now Washington uses his third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. They were all over it. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. Oh, pressure's coming. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Runs through, man. He might have space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Just feeds the running back. Fights off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.